Hello, I'm David the Collector, and I'm here with another exciting Pokemon unboxing. So, today you'll see in front of you two art sets of Base Set. Base Set is the original 1999 Pokemon set to come out, the very first one to come out with Charizard, Blastoids, and Venusaur. So these are all light packs that I've measured myself. If you watched the other base set video, you'll see that I pulled a Charizard recently. That was really exciting, so check out that video if you haven't. But today, I'm here to talk about base set and Pokemon cards generally. This is not first edition. It's not shadowless. If you've heard of first edition shadowless cards, it's probably because of a guy named Logan Paul. Logan Paul has become really, really famous for opening Pokemon cards recently. He was famous before that, but he started recently opening Pokemon cards. He bought a first edition shadowless base set Pokemon box for $200,000 and sold packs in it for $11,111.11. So that kind of publicity got my attention. That's part of the reason I'm here today. But if you peel back the surface a little bit and look just underneath sort of Logan Paul, who turns out to be a pretty novice and early stage collector, you find a huge magnitude of very, very interesting content creators. It's part of the reason I love Pokemon so much. There's guys like Leonhardt who does openings of crazy vintage packs and talks you through all of the hit cards you could possibly get. He's opening for his collection as well as for charity, where he donates a bunch of money and you get into a raffle where you could win the cards by donating. PokeRev does live pack openings, so you could participate in his YouTube lives. He gets 5,000 to 10,000 viewers at any given time. Pokerand is sort of the UK version of that. He's affiliated with a bunch of famous streamers, so he took off. There's a guy who's been in the game for a while named Rhyme Style. He's been opening packs, and you can look at his PSA returns and all the packs he's opened, his top 10 for years at this point, and sort of all of the interesting cards that he has. But yeah, I could keep going on. I'm going to, right? This is like so cool that there are so many amazing collectors with all this content out there. Think about if there were art collectors who did that. So yeah, that's like part of the reason we're having this conversation. Back to the list though, there's a guy named TCA Gaming who collects himself. He's posted versions of all of the master sets where he collects every single PSA 10 Charizard or holo from any given set. There's Z&G Emporium, who makes videos about becoming a Pokemon seller and being your own sort of collector seller and what it means, and creative ways like taking packs like these light packs and getting them all graded and then reselling them. So that's probably something I might do at some point. I might not resell them, but I'm going to get them graded. And then someone who used to buy packs in PokeRev's stream and also does his own live streams. Recently over winter break, he did a Twitch Plays Pokemon, a guy named Mizkif. Twitch Plays Pokemon means the chat controls the player. So really, really cool content. And yeah, just so many cool live content creators who also happen to make a shitload of money. They get a ton of views. They sell a bunch of merchandise to their customers. They're selling things through their live streams. They're running ads. They have subscribers. There are all these ways that these Pokemon professionals, these professional Pokemon content creators do so well. It's done so well that it's attracted the attention of the likes of Steve Aoki of Aoki Pizza and the DJ. So he's been known for getting involved in a lot of different things, but that's a cool thing he's doing now. And this year is the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, so they're going to re-release all of these cards, a bunch of the base set cards with other sort of like 25-year tags on them. And to promote that, they hired Katy Perry, none other than the Katy Perry. So Pokemon is really blowing up this year. It's been a really, really fun. And the other reason I really like to collect it is they feel like small little art pieces. They're made by artists. And if you think about it, it's this small little piece of cardboard paper that costs maybe 5 cents to create. And based on taste, preference, and hype, it could be worth a lot more. It's sort of one of the largest gains. Does it sound like anything else you know? So yeah, it's kind of like art. So that's part of the reason why I've gotten really into Pokemon this past year. The excitement of not knowing what's inside is obviously an added bonus, but it's a lot more about the content and sort of all the people who are paying attention and what it means that people find value in these objects that are basically valueless. They're just pieces of paper, pieces of cardboard. So thanks for being here to listen to me talk about little pieces of cardboard. And now you get to watch a grown man open some cardboard for you. It's not all just about sealed packs. I have one weighed pack that is unsealed, and this one comes in at a very, very heavy 21.38 grams. When they're this heavy, it's pretty much a guaranteed hollow. I've never seen one this heavy not pull a hollow before. I'm about to open this one for you. Super excited. These packs resell online for $1,000 to $1,500 in this heavy state. But I was able to find a deal where I completed my art set. So if you remember, I got one art set plus a Blastoids from pulling the 2 heavy packs and opening it and getting the Charizard and the Ninetales. Those are currently at PSA, but here are the extra packs, and I decided I would complete the art sets, even though they look a little bit different. These are sort of the darker variants of the pack art. If I hold sort of the Charizards next to each other, you can probably tell one of them is darker than the other. That doesn't mean it's fake. This was reprinted a lot and has a lot of variation to it. So I was able to find a local seller who was willing to sell me an art set, 3 packs with 1 guaranteed heavy. That's sort of the odds that you would find in a standard box, and complete the art set. So I had the Blastoids, now I have the Venusaur and the Charizard. We have 2 art sets and 1 heavy pack to open. Okay, continuing to stall a little bit longer. I wanted to tell you about some of the values because I pulled the Charizard and it was so exciting. That recently sold in a PSA 10 for $13,000. A PSA 9 goes for $15,000 or $1,500. The Blastoids is the number 2 card. That one goes for $3K in a PSA 10 and $600 in a PSA 9. The third best card is the Venusaur. You might have guessed it. It goes for $2K in a PSA 10 and $500 in a PSA 9. Chansey goes for $1,800 in a PSA 10 and $200 in a PSA 9. That's the 4th best card. Clefairy, Mewtwo, and Raichu all are about $1,000 to $1,500 in a PSA 10 and about $200 in a PSA 9. And then so those are sort of the top 7 cards. There's 16 total hollows, so that leaves Alakazam, Magneton, Gyarados, Hitmonchamp, Machamp, and Zapdos. Those are still pretty much hits. That's basically break-even-ish. Maybe a little bit better than that if it's a PSA 10 and not if it's a PSA 9. And then the ones you're really looking not to pull is Ninetales, Poliwrath, and Nidoking. So hopefully we won't do that today. Hopefully we'll get one of the starters, and it is time, baby. Let's do it. So we'll inspect the pack real quickly. It looks great, though. I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm going to send these all in to get graded. So if it turns out any of these packs were resealed or fake or tampered with, PSA will definitely know. But I don't suspect that to be the case. These cards look great. Do the card trick. I've got some sleeves here. That one looks perfect at the end. Cool. So I always forget, leave the art here. I move it away and then I bring it back. Cool. So Eradicate. Nice. Fuck yeah. Charmeleon, Super Potion, Rattata. I'm shaking. Ponyta, Starmie, Staryu, Voltorb, Energy, okay. Here we go, baby. Oh, Chansey, fuck yeah. That's a top card, baby. We're looking for one of those. I pulled this already in the base set. I have one at PSA right now. This one looks fantastic. The one thing I definitely see is if you look at the reflection, there's some sort of silvering along the bottom. And I see some print lines. So I don't know if you can tell, but there's sort of a print line right down the middle. But otherwise, the centering's looking pretty good. It's a little bit heavy on the bottom. Let's check out the back. A little bit of corner whitening on the bottom left corner. But otherwise, this card looks great. I have the card savers here. I'm looking for them. We also pulled the Charmeleon, which was a great card to pull. I'm going to put all of these in sleeves as soon as I end this video. So let's open up a base set pack, explain why I like Pokemon cards. And yeah, if you want to see other videos where I open Pokemon cards, feel free to check out my videos. I really enjoy the ones where I pull Charizard and Blastoise, so search for my name in those terms and you'll find them. You can also check out some of my art unboxings where I open Javier Callejas and a bunch of other art pieces. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe. Have a good one.